Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Story Mode. I hope everyone is doing great. As you can see, I still am. I'm still wearing the same exact thing from the past two episodes, and it is still the same recording session for it. I just really got into this, and so I'm still recording and just going along with it. This will probably be the last one. It is getting a little bit late here where I live. So yeah, I did adjust though between episodes here. I adjusted the camera layout a little bit here, so it's a little bit more like tight knit together. So hopefully that kind of aids in it. Obviously, I've asked for suggestions on the camera placement, but our first episode still hasn't gone out yet. So any suggestions on that will eventually be addressed if the series continues on, of course. So feel free to leave them down below, but just keep that in mind, guys. Obviously, we are recording these in advance, so not everything is going to be addressed, but I do appreciate the feedback, of course. And if you guys do enjoy this series, if you're enjoying these episodes, definitely hit that like button because it lets me know that you guys want to see more of it. Now, if you haven't watched the last episode or any of the episodes before, I highly recommend going back and watching all of them so you get a vibe for what is going on here in the story. But in the last episode, a lot of stuff went down. We ended up rescuing Lucas from the dungeon, the secret dungeon of Ivor, I think, Ivor. I can't remember his name. But the creepy dude that we were supposed to have a deal with for Wither Skull. There must be some history between him and Gabriel, the warrior of the story here, the legendary warrior, I should say, of the story here. Because they interacted and it was, alluding to some kind of history. Doesn't really go into depth. But the guy, Ivor, I think it's Ivor, he created a wither in the Endercon. And it was supposed to be set up with with some kind of mechanism to allow him to control it. Well, he quickly lost control of it and it started consuming all the blocks around it. It started sucking up people like it was War of the Worlds, and things went downhill quick. Luckily, Jesse, the main character, as we are playing, escaped with most of his companions through the nether portal into the nether, and we were trying to navigate through the nether to get output into another region. Obviously, for those of you who understand Minecraft, you can travel distance within the nether, and it translates to a greater distance in the overworld. But anyways, you can actually do math to figure out where you would want to go. But anyway, it's beside the point. So we went into the nether. Unfortunately, we lost Petra. She was not able to make it through the portal. Same with Gabriel. Neither of them were able to make it through. But we traversed the nether on some minecarts, fought some ghasts, and ultimately made our way out of the nether into a new area. And we are looking for the other heroes, the three other heroes that make up the team of four that originally defeated the Ender Dragon in the history or the lore of the game, I should say. So we are in a hut right now. It is about to be morning, and we're about to continue on our adventure to find these three additional heroes who can help us out. Now, I will also say there is some beef and drama going on within the group, but we've been trying to keep it semi-neutral. Obviously, though, this being a game that future events are dependent on the way that you select your path forward earlier on in the game. It'll be interesting to see what we ultimately land with, what situations we get ourselves into. So, without further ado, let's hop back into it.
You okay?
It was a rough night.
It happens. We were all tired, and I'm just glad you're okay.
Thanks for being so cool about it.
Cool beans.
Ah! I'm glad he said cool beans again.
Hey! There's something over that way.
What is it?
Some kind of building, I think.
Let's get a closer look.
All right. Oh, we get to climb some vines here. Looks like ruins more than vines. Oh, look, it's the symbol of the amulet that Gabriel gave us. Let's be careful.
We should head in, but let's be careful.
Yeah. Gotta be cautious. We don't know what we're getting ourselves into. Oh, Ruben.
What is this place?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
It's the Temple of the Order of the Stone.
Lucas, are you sure?
Yep.
He's right. Look.
Holy crap.
Do you think they're in there?
Let's go in and find out.
Let's just all be careful.
Okay.
If you spot anything, call it out. We don't have a lot of time.
Isn't it weird how dispensers are carved to look like spooky little faces? What do you dispense, little guy?
I get the feeling that we don't really want to find out.
Get behind me.
What was that? You got cobwebs here. Oh, this angle is horrible. Uh-oh. Something's moving. No, 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 no. Ruben. No, 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 no.
What was that?
That's probably not a good thing.
Nope.
Oh, come on, dispenser faces. I thought we were friends.
Run!
Duck. Oh, we took an arrow. I took another arrow. Did we die? I think we died. Ha! Well, there you go. There's the first death of the series right there. Let's try this again. Thought I had it, man. Thought I had it. At least we know it's coming.
What was that?
That's probably not a good thing. Oh, come on, dispenser faces. I thought we were friends.
Run!
Okay, run. Duck. And sideways. There we go. We made it. Without dying. Oh.
We're trapped!
We activated the dispensers with that pressure plate. If we can figure out a way to trigger it again, I bet that'll shut them off.
There's a
True.
crafting table. Maybe we can make something useful.
Out of what? We don't have anything. All of our tools and materials are back home.
All right, everyone, empty your pockets. Let's see what we've got to work with.
I have a few sticks left over from building the shelter last night.
I've got some flint and a piece of string.
All I have are some chicken feathers I picked up after that chicken machine exploded.
Arrows. We're making
Let's see,
arrows.
Got some flint and steel, a sword. Oh, and some string from a spider that I fought in the woods earlier.
String, sticks, flint, and feathers.
We are making a bow and arrow. All right. Let's show recipes. Yep, bow and arrow. Okay, let's start with the bow. It's kind of funny that it does show you. Oh, fishing rod. We want to make a fishing rod? I thought we would want to make a bow and arrow. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's just my mistake. Maybe I was reading it wrong. Grab that back. Grab that back. And then let's go to this. Alright. Don't know why we would want to make a fishing rod. But we do want to make an arrow. Because I think what we could do is then shoot the pressure plate with the arrow.
Let's do this.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Hit the pressure plate. Alright, cool.
All right.
The Nether Maniacs' luck is changing.
I forgot that was our team name. Forgot we selected the Nether Maniacs.
This must be their enchantment room.
You know what is kind of crazy, though? I will pause here for a second. You think about how they record these games, right? I mean, just games in general, right? When you have any kind of text interaction or conversation interaction where you can choose how it's going to be said, right? They have to record every single possible outcome of how things could go. So for that brief little iteration there, they had to have that voice actor record it as the Nether Maniacs, the blank team, the other blank team, like all these different teams, so that it could compensate for whatever we chose earlier on. Because anyone could have selected any different name for the team, which is crazy. It's just crazy to think about. Anyway, let's get back into it.
Doesn't this look like Ivor's creepy basement?
This does look like Ivor's creepy basement. Alright. We talk to Lucas here.
Find anything useful?
Not sure about useful, but definitely interesting. There is a lot of history in this room.
Interesting. Much like he said. Ooh, there's a enchantment book here.
The battle was fierce, but the Order of the Stone emerged triumphant, saving the land and ensuring that peace and prosperity would reign forever.
Well, not exactly forever.
These
5 members, 5 friends, together would give so much to gain their rightful place as 5
heroes. They would author their own end. They would slay a dragon.
Ivor was a member of the Order of the Stone? The stories never mentioned him.
This is so crazy.
It's like they erased him. There must be a reason he's never been mentioned.
Yeah.
They cut him out of the story.
They lied to us.
I don't understand why they would do that.
Man, I can't believe you punched a member of the Order of the Stone.
This is so crazy.
The Order might not be what we thought they were, but Petra is still out there. That monster is still out there.
Jesse's right. We need to focus on what we came here to do.
Where do these stairs go?
It's a good question. There's only one way to find out.
One way to find out.
Let's get this.
Now this is cool.
Wow.
What happened to the walls?
More like what happened to this whole place.
This must have been where they met.
Whoa, look at that map.
Where are they then?
Gabriel said that once we find the temple, the amulet would lead us to the Order of the Stone.
Well, what are you waiting for? Pull it out then.
Is something supposed to happen?
Well, that was a letdown.
There's got to be something we're missing. Look around and see if you can find anything.
All right, let's talk to Axel because I feel like we've had some things happen and we just need to talk to him.
What you looking at?
Nothing. Whatever.
Axel?
I was just trying to figure out where Petra might be. I mean, I know she's gonna be fine, but I was just curious.
We're gonna find her.
All right. Let's talk to Lucas. I lost the option. There we go.
Find anything interesting in that book?
The only thing I found so far is that the amulet was used to track the positions of the members of the Order.
And does it mention how?
It's less technical and, well, more historical.
All right. We do have a pedestal. What the heck am I supposed to hit? I can't even see what button that is. A? A. N. I have no idea. X? I think it was X. I couldn't even tell. The pedestal, I mean, that's
the same as the amulet.
The amulet definitely goes up there. There's no doubt about that. Let's use the amulet. All right, cool. Let's talk to Olivia.
We're in the Temple of the Order of the Stone. The Order's actual temple.
Yeah, it's pretty
Who'd have
crazy.
thought it, huh? A Bunch of small towners like us wrapped up in an adventure like this.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. I just hope we all come out the other side in one piece.
Alright, we could look at the map, I guess.
It's a map of the entire world. This
Kinda
is
cool.
way nicer than the one at Endercon.
Huh. That is actually pretty cool. Alright, let's talk to Ruben. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Ruben, find any clues?
Oh, poor buddy. I'm sorry, man, that you got a black eye, the poor baby. Alright, we do have these. I'm just gonna check a little bit more around. I think that's where we came out of, so. Alright, well, let's do this. We'll hit the switch. Whoa, okay. I don't know what that did. Okay. Hate puzzles. We gotta figure out the right combination here. That did absolutely nothing. Oh no, it turned that on. Now I turned that off. Okay. What does this one do? We'll be here all day. Okay. But now we need... And then we need that one to be on. There we go. I figured it out.
Wow.
Actually, wasn't that bad.
It's absolutely incredible.
Whoa.
How did they build this? Okay,
Good question.
now I'm impressed.
What does this
What do
color
you think
mean?
the colors mean?
The different colors represent the different members.
It's the order. It's showing where they are right now.
Look, we don't know enough about how this thing works.
True.
Maybe the amulet only tracks them when they're on the surface. Or maybe it doesn't work when they're in the nether. We have to go off what we do know.
There are only 2 lights on that map. If there are only 2 heroes left, then we know what we need to do. Petra's relying on us. That wither storm is still out there. We know that Gabriel was trying to tell us something. We've got to find the Order of the Stone.
But there are only 2 lights. There are only 2 members of the Order left?
He said Soren was missing.
That leaves Magnus.
Or Elgato.
Well, let's head out.
I'm not going with you guys. I have to stay here.
Why
if
is
I know
that?
Petra, she's probably doing everything she can to find this place.
Okay.
She's still out there. She has to be.
But what if she didn't make it?
Don't say that.
Axel, Jesse's right. Petra might be... gone.
I don't
If
feel
there's even a
confident with
small
that
chance
choice.
she's alive, I have to stay.
I
Go.
keep...
Get help. I'm gonna focus on making this place safe before nightfall. This temple is pretty big, though. If we're gonna have a chance at fortifying it, I'm gonna need some help. If, maybe one of you guys could hang back with me?
Sounds like Olivia will have you totally covered while me and Jesse are out finding Magnus.
Finding Magnus? You really think that's how it's going to go? We need Elgato. She's the world's greatest engineer. She'll figure out a way to stop that thing.
We're trying to destroy it. And when it comes to destruction, Magnus is the master. You're a smart person, Jesse. And obviously, the smart thing to do is to go get Magnus.
I think Axel meant Elgato there, Jesse.
No. I don't think I did. Pretty sure Axel meant Magnus.
Jesse, the point is, you should be going to Elgato. It's the clear choice to make.
You've got to come with me.
You're my best friend, Jesse.
It's you and me. Like always.
Think about it, Jesse.
This is more of a gut call.
We need to make sure we get this right. We're not going to get a second shot at this.
Whatever decision you make, I'll be cool with it.
Really?
As long as it's me.
Come on, Jesse. This is an easy call.
Alright, we're gonna go with Elgato. I don't know. I feel like either of them could offer a good way to help. And we're going to need both of them regardless, right? So let's go with Ellegaard.
Olivia, you and I are going to Ellegaard's.
Awesome.
Axel, you stay here with Lucas and get the place ready for when Petra shows up.
What, with that guy?
I'm right here?
Come on, Axel. For Petra's sake.
Fine, I'll do it. For Petra.
I'll take it.
It did say we are leaving Axel behind.
Guys?
Oh, jeez.
Please hurry.
All right. So we're taking Olivia. We're heading out for Ellegaard. Next time on Minecraft Story Mode.
Jesse and Olivia return to the Nether, intent on finding Ellegaard, the Redstone engineer, and find themselves in a place of mechanical marvels, redstone rarities. Amazing machines, limited only by the imagination of their brilliant creator. While the great storm grows, consuming everything in its wake, time is running out for our intrepid heroes.
Well, there we go, guys. Refresh to download the latest choices. Not going to download anything. There's nothing to reference it against. I could hit refresh, updating content. Yeah, unable to connect. Ha! Yeah, because it's not, it's shut down, so you can't get them anymore, which is unfortunate, because it was actually one of the more interesting parts of playing these games is understanding what other people decided to choose. But hey, it is what it is, man. So that is going to wrap up episode 1 of 4. Well, so 4 episodes, 4 parts to episode 1, The Order of the Stone. I'm going to call it quits there. We'll get these out. We'll see how it does. I'm having a blast with it, so I think we're going to continue with it regardless, and just go and see it through to fruition. And we'll kind of just go from there. But it's been super fun, man. I do enjoy these games. Didn't fully play through all the Walking Dead ones back in the day. I did watch people play them, though. And I think it almost kind of ruined it a little bit for me, because you watch them and then you know what the decisions are that you can make. If you're going in with a fresh set of eyes, you don't know what you should be making, and you just kind of go off your gut. And, I'll admit, I feel like we did make a couple wrong calls there. I feel like there were some better moves we could have made for sure. But ultimately, I feel like we landed in a decent spot. And it'll be interesting when episode 2 does come around. So we can hit continue here. I don't know if it's going to take us to episode 2 right away. I think it takes us back to the main screen. Oh, there we go. Episode 1, The Order of the Stone, written by, designed by, directed by, and art direction. And a bunch of stuff, bunch of different stuff. I'm guessing there's supposed to be some audio behind this, some music that obviously I do not have going right now because, YouTube loves its copyright claims. It's funny, I was actually checking out somebody else's walkthrough of this real quick just to see, how they had their cameras set up, because I'll do that sometimes. You got to do some research to understand, okay, where do people put their cameras? What can you expect for the layout of the GUI? Things like that. Not actually getting into the story, but more so scoping out how the aesthetics of the game will work and what's going to work best for our recording. Anyway, doesn't matter. But they had the music going on theirs, and I noticed that it was not... It was probably demonetized, or they made it so that you couldn't put anything on it because it had that music on there. So, especially now because Telltale is no longer around. But any hoosins, I think that was a real fun time to go through that first episode, and I am excited to go through more of this. I feel like it's been a hot minute since we found a game that I've really enjoyed. Disco Elysium was fun, but after a while, I kind of like that cartoony vibe to a lot of things, or just that fun aesthetic to it, where Disco Elysium was very dark and it had a very dark story to it. Oh, it's actually interesting. They had 2 people voice Jesse because it depends on if you choose to be a male or a female main character, which is pretty cool. And Owen was played by Owen, which is kind of funny. Oh my gosh, some of these people are awesome. All right, CEO, CFO. I mean, hey man, you plug your people wherever you can, but it's kind of funny when you, in hindsight, knowing that they're no longer a company and looking at a lot of these people, realizing that they don't have jobs with the company at least. I'm sure some of them went on to do other things as well. But anyway, so I hope you guys are enjoying this series because I'm having fun with it, and we'll probably post more episodes. I know I keep saying it's dependent, and it is dependent. You know, if it does completely flop, then you're not going to see them as often. How about we go with that? If we don't get a lot of views on it, then we'll post them every so often. We do have a lot of other things going on the channel right now. We have Minecraft Dungeons still, and we have Enigmatica, which we're still playing through, and we have a lot of stuff to do in there as well. All right, we're going to skip through the rest of these credits here because it's just going to keep rolling. I think it was listing out the whole entire company. But yeah, so guys, with that being said, we are going to wrap it up there. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, definitely leave a like down below because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying this. If you are new here and you do want to follow along, you do want to see more of these, hit that subscribe button and bell notification to let you know every single time new episodes are posted here on the channel. We do stream over on Twitch. Link in the description down below for that, along with the link to the community Discord if you feel like joining the community, or at the very least staying up to date with things here with the channel or with the stream. I do post updates over there, so it's a great place to get your information from. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it so very much, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take it easy.